Inside the trillionaire lifestyle of the Vatican. Vatican City is located in the center of Rome, Italy, and is one of the richest institutions on Earth and one of the 7 surviving absolute monarchies in the world. If you've ever visited the Vatican, which is a sovereign state, you've probably seen its incredible wealth. But how much is the Vatican truly worth? And how is this wealth stored? Let's get it on. The fortune of the Rothschild family is reportedly 5 times more than that of the top 8 private billionaires in the world. But determining the Vatican's total wealth is significantly trickier. Since the number varies significantly depending on how you tally up their assets and ties with churches worldwide and who you ask, it is almost impossible to determine the exact Vatican's wealth. As we all know, the Catholic Church's headquarters are at the Vatican. This is where numerous famous pieces of architecture and art may be found. Because of that, Rome is a city rich in culture with ancient, contemporary, and monumental architecture. These magnificent cathedrals and jubilee basilicas are works of art that capture the city's essence. The monuments show the strength, power, and ingenuity of building across time. The majority of the people who live in Vatican City are priests and nuns, but there are also several hundred lay people who work in secretarial, domestic, commercial, and service-related fields. The Pope lives inside the city at the Vatican Palace, and he serves as the Bishop of Rome at a place known as the Holy See. As a result, Catholics worldwide are subject to the Holy See's jurisdiction. It has been based in Vatican City since 1929. This city-state was created so that the Pope might exercise his supreme power. Pope Francis is currently the 266th Pope, and although he is the leader of the Catholic Church, he does not necessarily possess the assets of the Vatican, but a large portion of Pope Francis's wealth comes from his connection to the Vatican. And by the way, did you know that Pope Francis held jobs as a chemical technician and nightclub bouncer before his call to the church? Shocking, isn't it? Luckily, in the end, he felt a call to the seminary, so in 1969 he attained ordination. Most people think of Pope Francis as a humble guy, even though working in the church may lead to wealth. Surprisingly, his net wealth could be lesser than those of his predecessors since he is significantly less lavish than some former popes. His personal net worth is reportedly in the range of $25 million to $28 million. Some, however, contend that is far lower or even higher. Some Vatican assets are within Pope Francis's authority, although they do not count against his wealth. There is little public knowledge of Pope Francis's wealth or interests. This may result from the Vatican's backing of his current way of life. However, this does not imply that he is not wealthy in his own right, but not on the same scale as the Vatican. For instance, the Pope's personal security has been the responsibility of the Swiss Guard since 1506, and Vatican City has its own financial system, pharmacy, astronomical observatory, radio station, gardens, and telephone system. However, most necessities such as food, water, energy, and gas must be imported. But luckily, there are no import or export money restrictions or income taxes. In its capacity as the Holy See, it receives funding from the voluntarily made donations of more than 1 billion Roman Catholics worldwide, interest from investments and sales of publications, coins, and stamps. Since the early 1980s, banking activities and expenses have been made public. Upon being chosen as the leader of the Roman Catholic Church, the Pope has the authority to wield sovereignty. He possesses complete administrative, legislative, and judicial authority within the city. Nevertheless, the everyday management of the Vatican City was transferred to a pontifically appointed commission of 5 cardinals in 1984. This due to a significant reorganization of the Roman Curia's departments. The commission was led by the Secretariat of State. Since the Renaissance, where the popes were among Italy's top benefactors of the arts, Vatican cultural life has significantly decreased. Despite this, the Vatican museums and galleries, the Sistine Chapel murals by Michelangelo, the Borgia apartment frescoes by Pinturicchio, and Raphael's stanze continue to draw tourists, artists, and critics from all over the globe. And after years of repair, the Sistine Chapel frescoes could finally be seen in all of their bright colors after being finished in 1994. The Millennial Jubilee in 2000 brought Vatican City to the forefront of global media. Interestingly, a rare collection of around 150,000 manuscripts and 1.6 million printed volumes, many from pre-Christian and early Christian eras, can be found at the Vatican Apostolic Library. Moreover, L'Osservatore Romano, the Vatican's influential daily newspaper, can produce books and pamphlets in any of 30 languages. from ancient ecclesiastical Georgian to Indian Tamil. The Vatican has also created its own television content since 1983. And that's not all. To top it off, 40 different languages are spoken around the world in its radio broadcasts. And maybe that's why in 1984, Vatican City received the UNESCO World Heritage designation. Nevertheless, despite its beauty, the truth is the Vatican has some shade of gray. There are so many books and articles out there from people who have investigated the Vatican, and many suggest that the economy of the Vatican is steeped in mystery, and some people think its financial statistics are more indicative than precise. For instance, how much should the Pope earn? As an absolute king, he has both everything and nothing at his disposal. He doesn't require a salary because he has everything he needs. The Church provides it all. However, it has also been alleged that millions of euros contributed to the Vatican by Catholics worldwide have been utilized to close financial gaps at the Vatican. It's speculated that part of what is donated annually under the long-standing Peter's Pence contribution program allegedly flowed directly into the Vatican's coffers before Pope Francis was elected. Many writers claim that the administration of Peter's Pence, an annual global collection brought to Rome intended to help the least fortunate, is a riddle shrouded in the most impenetrable obscurity. The amounts charged for maintenance and restoration contracts are exaggerated, and Vatican real estate might be worth 7 times what is shown on the books. Might this be true? As we all know, the two main parts of the Vatican include the Holy See and Vatican City-State. According to Forbes, the Vatican's net worth is vast, amounting to trillions of dollars after accounting for the entity's investments in different funds. The Vatican City-State, the final relic in the once powerful Papal States, is a 108.7-acre enclave inside the city of Rome and is doing financially well. This is the smallest sovereign nation in the world and receives municipal services from its government. The city-state also looks at the Vatican Museum and commands a 200-person security force that includes a battalion of Swiss soldiers who wield spears. And because the Holy See acts as the hub for the Catholic Church all over the world, it employs thousands of workers for groundskeeping and security duties as well as clergy. The Vatican claims that despite high labor expenses, its senior officials still make peanuts for simplicity. But the question is this true? Some cardinals earn as much as $200,000 a year. Even Jesuits in senior positions at Radio Vatican take wages of roughly $110,000, which is very generous. Cardinals also receive generous benefits such as luxurious residences at low rentals. In 2015, a CNN Money investigation of the Vatican Bank indicated that the bank has more than $8 billion in assets. As we all know, accounts at the Vatican Bank are only permitted to be held by citizens of the Vatican City and by members of the clergy. So how come it has over $8 billion? Well, Gerald Posner, a Vatican Bank expert, claims that these accounts were frequently given to influential Italian politicians who wanted to hide money without paying taxes. Is it true? Only time can tell. It is also quite deceptive to look at Vatican riches in terms of numbers. Time magazine examined the Vatican's riches in 1965, and the publication provided an estimate of the entire wealth at that time, which was in the tens of billions of dollars. The Vatican's wealth is estimated to be worth between $10 and $15 billion. 15% of it, $1.6 billion, comes from just Italian stock ownership. Moreover, the Vatican has significant stakes in finance, insurance, steel, chemicals, and real estate. And with this kind of investments, they'll surely get dividends. It's noted that these dividends support the Vatican's operating costs and charitable endeavors, including helping 1,500,000 children and giving some sort of aid to 7 million destitute Italians. However, unlike regular investors, the Vatican does not pay taxes on this revenue. This prompted the liberal Rome weekly L'Espresso to refer to as the largest tax evader in Italy. In other words, estimates of the Vatican's riches vary widely, and not a lot of recent information is available. Logically, it's not easy to estimate the total value of all the magnificent works of art kept in Vatican City. It's nearly impossible to get the exact number. However, the Sistine Chapel estimates the masterpieces to vary from $400 billion to $2 trillion. Furthermore, according to a 2004 assessment, the Vatican's real estate holdings were worth somewhat above $15 billion. In summary, no one truly knows how much cash the Catholic Church holds, and the secrecy of the group and its efforts to conceal information about its wealth have continued to send researchers on a perilous quest. The Vatican generates millions of dollars in cash each year, owns real estate worth billions of dollars, and is the owner of the biggest collection of valuable works of art in existence. Do the math, they might be worth trillions of dollars. And that's all for today's video. What do you think of the Vatican riches? How much do you speculate they might be worth? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more of our luxurious content. And why not click on another video showing now? This is The Luxurious. Talk to you in the next video.